Oracle Smith, Texas real estate broker, and I'm so excited to present to you HomeStory. Today we're going to hang out with Bim, see how she's transformed her townhouse into a home. Come with me. Hey Oracle, welcome to my home.
Oracle, I have to show you my entry, okay? Yes. This is my favorite. I want to shout out my friends who helped me with this wallpaper. Yeah, this was also a labor of love. But it just gave inspiration. It gave a little rejuvenation and some boldness. I think that the house needed some boldness. Yeah. It reminds me of all these beautiful, the story of flowers, right? Blooming, blossoming, growing where you're planted, and it represents all that for me, and I hope that that's what people see immediately.
I see home, the story of who we are. So that's exactly what we're here to do, is to tell your story. And this is the beginning of even the story that I feel about you. Like, you're always up to something, always full of color, always trying something new. So this is exactly what, in the money tree.
Yeah, right.
And the money tree.
Please let me have more money.
Exactly. How long has it been since we closed?
I just celebrated 1 year.
Wow.
Literally, time flies. I don't even.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me all that you've done with it, because this is gorgeous.
Yeah. So, had to get my mid-century modern furniture in here. Something comfy, something that would make people just plop, sit, feel at home, tell me their stories. I filled in my gallery wall as well. So this was a labor of love, trying to pick from all these amazing memories. But I feel like it reflects what I enjoy the most, which is feeling like I'm people rich. Mm-hmm. And so all these memories I've made that I cherished. And you know what? This was actually the wall. It had flowers on it when we came. Wall. Yeah, it was like a gallery wall of flowers. And it was the thing that drew me in. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think this house is for me, because if you know me, you know I love flowers and am a florist and all that. And then it was also this really nice high ceiling with a lot of sunlight. So I sit in here often and just bask. I enjoy. I take in my days. And so so little pieces of mid-century modern. One of my favorite pieces. I've had this with me for like 6 years. It was made in India. It's followed me, I think, to like 3 or 4 different homes now, and I'm glad it has somewhere permanent to live.
I love this. Yeah. Okay, well, let's look at the kitchen and dining space, because you've done an excellent job with color and light and space. So talk to me about this dining room table and this chandelier that you have.
Yeah. So first thing I did when I moved in was change it. Yes. Because it was another one that was hanging, and I was like, this is not me. Mm-hmm. So this is a little bit more modern, and I liked the sleek blackness. But actually the one thing I knew when I was going to move into this house, that I wanted like a framed mosque piece. Yes. So I actually built everything around the idea of that, even though this was the last piece to come in. Yeah. Painted these walls, this beautiful lavender, but it's like a live piece of art, right? And so I'm really excited about that. I wanted somewhere to entertain. I love having people, somewhere to have my drinks, have folks.
How do you take care of this? Is this do you have to do anything to it, or spray water on it or anything?
Nope, this is done. It's a piece of art that you don't even have to maintain.
Oh,
it's just
gorgeous.
Finished. Yeah.
Now that is fancy. Yeah, it's definitely fancy.
It was one of my favorite pieces for sure.
And I know I see a little bloom by Bim on the table as well.
Yeah, I wanted to make a piece that I felt like fit in with my home and make a special arrangement for this. So, a little touch. Okay, so the kitchen. Yeah, this was a selling point, right? We walked in when we were looking, and I was immediately moved by these beautiful bathroom, right? These tiles. I just loved how open it was, how white, right? I wanted to feel at peace. I am not much of a cook, so I needed, a little place to practice, and it was just, it invited a non-professional cook into the space. Things I loved was the underlight. I remember we took a look at this. And
this is so cool.
This was it.
Oh, yes.
Who am I? But it was perfect because I'm an entertainer, even if I don't cook.
Absolutely. So it's just fun to be able to open it and show people, look what I got.
And it's just beautiful. They gave you so much space and cabinetry.
Yeah. And this is where you do all of your flowers.
Yeah. So whenever I have an order and I need to make flowers, I set up shop here, and this is where we're arranging.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Tell me what has been the favorite room on this floor to decorate.
Ooh, to decorate, probably that entryway. That entryway was, yeah, it was picking out wallpapers really hard and putting all the pieces to complement it. So probably that, yeah.
When it comes to appliances, remind me, did you have to buy any appliances for the house?
Okay, so I actually kept the fridge that was in the house from the previous owners because she got me a hookup. And, but actually as a 1-year anniversary gift to myself, I actually just bought a new fridge. So that's like the only thing I bought so far.
You had to get.
Yeah, everything else was in tip-top shape and has worked wonderfully for me.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to see upstairs because
Let's
I
go.
know that you've done a lot with this whole place, right?
Yeah.
I look forward to it. Let's see upstairs.
Let's go. I'm sorry I gotta say this, but we gotta take our shoes off to go upstairs because, you know, gotta keep the regs clean.
Totally fine.
Woo, if I could hold myself. Okay. So first I'll show you the library.
Ooh, orange wall.
Yes, it's like a nice pop. I love this chair.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
This is where I spend actually like my mornings. So little Devo time, a little quiet reading. I didn't even know I needed a library, but I think everyone does. And so this has been a little bit of a sanctuary for me.
Awesome. Yeah. It's perfect size. And I love a space for your feet. I mean, you could literally be in there all day.
Exactly. And it was such a different usage of the previous owners only had a bar cart in here. And I was like, oh no, we got to max this out very differently. So I'm grateful for another bonus space.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Come on out. I want to sit in the chair.
Okay, come on.
Let's see.
Test it for yourself. Ooh. Yes. You got to put your feet up though.
Oh, gotta put my feet up.
There you are.
Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect.
There you go.
I love it. Let's see. I didn't know if you were going to do this as an office or what, but this is perfect.
Yeah,
Let's keep going.
All right. So I'm glad you asked because I actually carved this out for my office.
Oh, this is where you put the office.
Yes.
I
So,
love this,
right? I get to face all of the outside. It feels like the whole second floor is my office.
Yes.
Instead of like positioning it this way. This is my little standing desk, so I can stand, I can sit, but I get to work a little bit here when I work from home.
It's gorgeous too. All this open space that you have, the colors that you brought through, or you just picked up your interior design manual and went through it.
No, so actually this is a little bit of home, like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So these are gabis. So I'm Ethiopian, and it means blankets. And these are ones my grandmothers and my aunts and stuff made.
Wow.
This cross is actually from Ethiopia in Lalibela when I went.
Okay.
As well as my rug. And so this is my little Ethiopia corner. And over time, I'm going to add a nice gallery wall of Ethiopian images and people and memories I have.
I love it.
Yeah.
So this reminds you of really home.
Home, yeah. The origin of home.
The origin of where you're from and your family.
And there's just an ode to that and an honor to that here.
That's beautiful. I want to see the guest room.
Yes. Okay, so
I
this
know
is like nice and vibrant. I hope it makes people feel welcome, right, when they stay here. So this is
Oh, sunshine.
yeah, it's warm, it's bright. It makes people want to relax a little bit, but also maybe hopefully feel happier and lighter
Yes.
by the time they leave.
I'm immediately de-stressed
Right?
coming in this room. Like
Yeah.
it's so soft and plush, but there's a vibe, right? But it
Yeah.
feels so peaceful.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want people to feel. I want them to, because I've loved ones staying here, right? I want them to relax, to unwind, to enjoy their time here. And so I added some of my favorite, like I'm a lover of blue right now in this season. So you see some deep blues, some light blues, all throughout if you look around.
And the view from this window is great.
This room gets the best
natural
lighting. Yeah, it is unreal. Like you never actually have to use the light in here. And this is actually a gift from one of my good friends when I moved. And she has thrived in this room because of how much natural light it gets.
Yes.
So little pieces of myself and others in here.
I love it. I knew the room was big, but you really utilized all the space so well. It still leaves room, but there's enough for a guest to like stay probably way too long.
Yeah, right. Actually, I hope people don't stay too long, but yeah, you want to give people give people a chance to like put their luggage down and pack a little bit.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure it wasn't too crowded.
Do I get to see the master now?
Yeah.
We've been waiting. I've been waiting.
Let's go.
I want to know what you did with your space. Take me into your room.
All right, let's go.
Oh, I love all the colors.
This is my room.
Oh my
This is my little
goodness.
sanctuary.
Yes.
So this is like this color in itself. It immediately brings a calm, right?
Yeah.
I wanted this to be a place where I de-stressed versus like my guest room that's a little bit more vibrant. I wanted this to be cooler. You know, life is hard, life is busy, life is a lot. So I wanted to be able to come in here and just unwind. So all the colors that I picked, the whites, the blues and greens, it does all of that. You'll see my love for flowers with some of the pieces I chose. So some of this, which is perfect with the plant here.
Yes. I see so much shape and so many affirmations in your home.
Yeah.
Tell me about the words and how you picked what you say to yourself.
Yeah.
About the house.
So if we go over here, so I actually bought this for me and my friend, and it says, God, I don't got this. I don't get this, but you've got this. And it's just this reflection, like there's so much more than just us, right? And we may not always understand the good, the hard, the bad, but I really believe that God does. That if we trust him, then all things work together for our good. I have the it's okay to rest, because if you know me, you know I'm a busybody. I'm not sitting down often enough. So that's some of that. I loved that even here flowers are blooming. That was an important place to just nurture mine. And so you'll see here, grace, make yourself a priority, things that I'm just really trying to learn in this season, right? We're not taught to care for ourselves, to cultivate a beautiful space, to enjoy being you when you wake up, when you go to bed. And so that's what I wanted to do with my room.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, we can't wait to hear about how this process is laid out for you. I even want to revisit all that we went through to get you into this beautiful space. And I think Kayla's coming, right?
Kayla's coming, who was with us when we went on the tour.
Yes.
And got to see it, and all of it looks so different than when we first saw it.
Well, let's go downstairs and get cozy.
Let's go.
See if she's coming.
Yeah.